What's up, everybody? It's Conger Live. We're back again with another DC Worlds Collide video. We're going to be looking at another multiverse game mode called Elseworld. Elseworld is a pretty cool game mode because you get to use characters that you haven't necessarily unlocked. You get to select your starting team of 5 and you can choose any of the 3 options. Now, this particular Elseworld is Envy. So enemies gain 4% reflect for every 10% hit points they lose, which sounds scary. Now, recommended characters are these ones down here. You don't get a chance to start with those, but you can recruit extra characters in this game mode. And so if you notice them, they are probably going to be very helpful in this climb. Now, one of the things I always look out for for my starting team is which team has the most gold, or what is that, epic characters, and which ones are rated high on the tier list. So looking down here, the one purple character down here, he is a notable elite. I forgot the things. We'll talk about that later. But Lex Luthor is a great tank. Constantine is a great hero. Poison Ivy's just okay. Penguin is not the greatest tank. This has 4, so I'm really considering using this, but Flash is one of the top rated heroes in the game. So I'm considering taking this top one. Here in the middle, we got, Phantom? No, it's not Phantom. Gosh, I don't know the DC characters as well as I should, but I'll get to know them through playing this game. So I'm thinking I'm actually going to take the top one because it has Flash. He's one of the top 3 best characters. He's legendary, as opposed to, even though he's still gold, he's 1 tier above. He starts as a 5-star where the others start as 3. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and, even though I have 1 less, right off the bat, I get a chance to do a recruitment. And yeah, this guy, he's got a stun. He's a tank with a stun, so he's really good. He's a really good character. So I'm going to pull him right off the bat. So it replaces one of my purple characters. Now, the first battle, it really doesn't really matter which team you choose to face against, because it's probably going to be pretty easy no matter what. But you definitely want to consider your strategy as you get higher up towards the final boss. Now, I definitely want to put my tanks up front. Now, green is strong against blue, so this might be helpful here, but in reality, I think maybe I would just trade off, so that way my guys will survive longer, hopefully. But you're gonna, as you see, I'm gonna be able to really just kind of waste these guys. Having a 3rd tank, that's interesting, based on what's best. He's rated as a better character, but maybe but maybe I want the red for the more damage against these green guys. I think that's probably a better way to go. And I'll put Batman in the middle, because he's going to do better against the blue guy. Well, actually, no, it's going to be better like this. He's going to do better against the blue guy here, because he's going to have better damage output. Now I'll check my ultimate order. I guess either of these guys doesn't really matter. But Flash is so good, I want him using his ultimate first. These tank guys are really, really good. He does the stun. Lex Luthor gives everyone in your team a shield, so I think this is probably my best bet, because even though Batman's got a nice damage output, it's just a single target damage. Flash is going to do damage to everybody. I'd say Flash is probably the 2nd best hero in the game. I think Wonder Woman's probably the best hero in the game. And then Superman's probably number 3, because they're the 3 legendary heroes as of now. But I'll do another video where I break down the tier list that was shared on Facebook by some of the closed beta players that have put in a lot of time and money into the game to really help us new players out. And hopefully that'll help you guys out as well. Ooh, yeah. Lex Luthor gives everybody the shields. Yeah, and the battle's going to be easy. But another nice thing about this mode is after you win a battle, you get to pick 1 out of 3 buffs that you'd like to keep with you for the rest of the ladder. So the victory buffs increase damage by 50% when enemy HP is below 40%. Now because they get reflect when they're lower on health, this might be really helpful in this particular one. Increases attack power of allies with the strength trait by 25% and lifesteal. So that's like Batman and why can't I think of the other guy that I have? When I poison and bleed, alters durations to last until the end of the battle. So this is like permanent poison, permanent bleed effect. I don't know how many of my characters have that right now, so I don't generally go for that. I think that this one's the best for me because I want to be able to do more damage when they get lower in health so I can finish them off and having less of that reflect potentially happening to me. Phantom Stranger. There's Phantom. I like to just take a glance, see what I'm up against. But yeah, the first couple battles, it doesn't really matter all that much. Yeah, this is probably the weakest group. But the first battles don't really matter all that much. Blue is strong against red, so that's good there. I'm going to want to put the red over here, maybe pull. Like to... Yeah, we'll just leave it like that. I guess that's good. We'll smash it. Now, hopefully this video doesn't take too long. I'd like to show you guys an entire run, but if it seems like it's going too long, then thanks for watching. Ninja, kick that like button, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video if you choose to leave now. But otherwise, yeah, so let's stick around. Let's see if how fast we can get through this. Yeah, here we go. Bam. Oh, he didn't stun him. I guess it's a rate of stunning. But he still does a decent amount of damage. And shutting down pretty early. Now, if you pick your buffs intelligently, it's not really going to be much of a problem all the way through. I haven't had that much problem. So the blue is, of course, less power, but just a flat 15% crit hit chance. Not bad. Increases crit rate for poison and bleed when adding poison and bleed. Because, once again, I'm not sure how many of my characters have poison and bleed right now, or if I'm going to have a chance of gaining them. I'm just going to take the flat crit hit chance for everybody. So more crits, more damage. I like it. And then on these nodes here on the right, you see we get a double reward. So now I get to pick another buff, and I'll also get to recruit a character. So progresses the action bar by 15% when a tank ally takes damage. I have 3 tanks, so maybe I want to throw that 3rd tank in there. That's pretty good. Ally takes damage, they have 40% chance of countering with a basic attack, not bad. 40% chance to gain 1 energy when an ally's round begins. Okay, that extra energy could get me some more ultimates off. Action bar by 15% or energy. I'll take the energy. And then I get a chance to recruit someone. Green Arrow, that's a hands down, of course. Green Arrow is great. He's got a great AoE. And he's a higher tier character than the others, just being that he's gold instead of purple. Alright, so now we're going to want to start trying to consider what are we going to go up against. We got a couple green, a couple blue, a couple red here. This type advantage is definitely going to matter. He's annoying. Nightwing is annoying. The others, this Doctor, I think that's Doctor. He's a pretty good character too. Yeah. I'm thinking the first one, yeah, this is probably easiest. Constantine does a decent amount of damage, but he's the only one that's like has a decent amount of power in that for my consideration. From what I know in my experience so far. Now since I've recruited Green Arrow, I'm pulling this guy and I'm putting Green Arrow in. And I'm going to want to move Batman away from the blue and towards the green and the red so that we can kind of balance things out. And of course, put the blue to counter over here. That looks good. Now my ultimates, I think I want to put Green Arrow before Batman just because it's an AoE. So we can get more damage out there in general. Now, if you lose a character, you can see they all start the new battles with their full health. But if a character drops to 0, I will not be able to use them in later battles unless I revive them with an item. So far, I've always been able to manage without having to revive anyone. But if you do lose one of your best characters, that's when you'd want to use a revive. And you earn revives through like daily rewards and things like that. So I have a decent stockpile of them if I do need them. You can always, of course, spend gems on them if you're struggling. I like this lightning strikes a random enemy target, dealing power to 70% of attack power when an ally's round ends. So yeah, you can get a lot of extra damage output. Otherwise, a flat 15 is not bad. 60% chance to advance energy when ally round ends. That's okay for the extra energy, but we're gonna want that extra damage, that free damage output, so we can eliminate. So let's see, what do we have available in the recruitments? I'm not really in the need of any, like I don't need more tanks, even though the gorilla's a decent tank, but not the best, and he's just okay. So I'd rather fight another battle and get another buff. Yeah, this first one is definitely the better fight, the easier fight to deal with. Here we go. So being green heavy is good for me. I think the lineup is fine. I'm already happy with my ultimates, so we'll just hit fight and let it play out. Yeah, Nightwing was able to stun that time, so she's not going to be able to take a turn for like 2 turns. Stuns generally happen for 2 turns, at least when I fight against Nightwing. It's been super annoying. Don't like that my green arrow is down to half health, but hopefully he doesn't get hit too much anymore, and we're able to finish these guys off. They're getting low. Okay, I guess she was only stunned for 1 turn. But Flash should be able to hopefully finish this off. Not quite. Stun, excellent, yes, and we got it done. And we didn't lose anybody. Very nice. Skip the rewards. And so buffs. So increased crit rate for poison and bleed, 6% chance of advanced energy at 1. So since I skipped this one before, I'll take it now. This is great. And I'm going to get a double reward after this one, after this match. Yeah, these guys aren't great. This looks like a good one to fight. 4 purples and only the 1 gold character to go against. So yeah, this is actually probably the best fight right here. Although I think, do they have 3 tanks? No, just the 2. Okay. Yeah, this lineup once again looks fine. So we're gonna hit go and hope we win. I'm still learning about which characters do what status effects, like frostbite, detonate, poison, bleed. Obviously, knowing that stuff is going to make your chances of success at games like this and different strategies more successful. But just basic concept of do more damage, take less damage, stay alive, and do more damage. It has done well for me so far. So we have increased attack power intellect trait. So intellect is blue when adding poison or bleed. I'm just going to take a flat 15%. So everybody gets that bonus. Now I get the double rewards, and usually when you double rewards, you get these gold buffs, which are really usually pretty amazing. Start a battle, all allies gain a shield that absorbs total damage 30%, max hit points for 2 rounds. So that's nice. Stuns the enemy for 2 rounds at the start of the battle while increasing their attack power by 20% until the end of battle. So I don't like that. I like the stun for 2 rounds, but once they're unstunned, they're doing more damage. That's scary. Increases attack power by 20% upon dealing damage, adds 1 stack of poison or 1 stack of bleed for 3 rounds. This is amazing. We get 20% bonus damage and we're stacking poison. Here I'm going to take the support since I already have Nightwing, and she's just okay. I don't know if I'm going to end up using him at all, but it's nice to have some extra characters in your arsenal. Okay, Wonder Woman, no thank you, don't want to face her. Okay, that's a decent lineup that I don't want to face. I think this is probably my best bet. I'm torn between these two. Nightwing's annoying. The Undead Superman is annoying too. We'll try this. We'll see. We got some. There's a lot of green here. Is it green and blue? That's, yeah, green and blue with one red. So we would switch this. Rotate that maybe. Just to hopefully keep Batman alive. Maybe also help. It's tough. It's not a huge punch up though, and with all the buffs that we have, we should be able to move through this. What I'm worried about is that that reflect that they get when they're low on health. Is that it's going to make it kind of tough for me now that they're getting stronger. But I have enough. I have a decent amount of damage output and protection. Ooh, that was big. Yeah, we got a stun in there. Nice. One round of stun. And then yeah, we're protected and we're doing damage. So yeah, we got this. Pretty nice. Yeah, it's a fun game mode. The boss fight, when you get to it, is generally not too difficult because you have all these buffs that you've earned along the way. Maybe if you don't pick the right buffs, it makes it difficult. I don't know. Increase the attack power of allies with intellect trait and lifesteal, defense, crit hit chance. Intellect is blue. Who am I using as blue? No one really. The flat defense, more crit hit chance. I'm just gonna get more crit hit chance. That's stacked. So now I'm at 30%. Okay, Penguin. That actually looks. I'm not even gonna bother. I mean, let's check the others, but that one looks like the one to fight. Yeah, definitely. This is now Penguin does target the back line, which can be annoying. But this is definitely the better of the. Yeah, and the lineup looks really good. The easier fight, because some of these characters just aren't that great that I'm up against. Where I have a really solid team. This is a really nice looking team in comparison. And I have the right counters: 3 greens, 3 blues, one red, 1 blue, or 1 green, 1 red, kind of countering. That's really good formation. So we're going to make quick work of the Penguin and his lackeys. Done. Excellent. Because attack power by 50% when hit points is below 40% and ally has an element. So ally loses, don't increase power by 50% when a hit point is above 60%. So I'm going to do this because this is not when enemy hit point, this is when your hit point. So my guys have been able to stay alive, have decent amount of hit points for a long time, so I want to make them stronger early on. Now I could get a reinforcement here. Bane's pretty good. I don't really need the reinforcement, but I also don't feel like I need any more buffs. I have tons of buffs already, and it's the final boss fight next. So I think I'm just going to take the extra hero just to move things along. We get the double rewards. Gain 600 to start up, but all no taking damage. Nothing. Okay, not going to exceed 10% of max HP. That's going to keep me up. I'm going to take on Robin here. Boy Robin. And our main boss is, you don't have a choice. This is what you're stuck with. And they're not a scary team. So based on what I have and what I'm up against, even though yes, they are stronger in that sense. And maybe see, green is good against blue, but Lex Luthor's ult is so good. I was like, I could throw in Bane, have more green tank. But Lex Luthor's such a good tank. we're gonna do this, and then we'll move Batman over here so he's further away from Lex so he can get through Bane. And yeah, we're solid. We've got a pretty confident we're gonna win this. This video has definitely gone on pretty long. I know part of the slowdown is me thinking and making decisions, but I really enjoy this game mode. Like I said, mostly because I get a chance to use characters I don't own. I don't have Lex Luthor. I don't have Nightwing. I don't have Green Arrow. I don't have the Flash, right? So 4 out of 5 heroes on my team, I get a chance to use them. So it also gives you a chance to kind of somewhat test out heroes to see like which ones do you like. Do you enjoy playing with them? Do you enjoy their kits? You enjoy their animations, things like that. So really cool game mode, and you always get some decent rewards for doing it. That's it for today's video. That was Elseworld. Ninja kick that like button. Don't forget to subscribe for more content, and we'll see you in the next video.